Let me take this off screen. Put that up. Guys, do remember to go and subscribe to all of our platforms if you have not already. Thank you kindly. Bolo V&R, Bolo V&R 2.0, and Bolo V&R Clips. Now, the NWC. Let's get into the situation with the NWC.
Over this 53% because only the rich people alone are going to benefit. So my wisdom warriors, you know, so the National Water Commission came out, yeah?
Yes,
and them say,
the National Water Commission came out. All right, let's read.
I lie the opposition I tell and one bag of something because Ian Hayles came out and Ian Hayles say when Andrew Holness making his speech, the NWC wasn't aware of it. Yeah, the NWC wasn't aware of the debt write-off plans. Yeah, this is alleged. This is what the NWC told Ian Hayles. Anyway, now, you know, say after Marky G them done do them press conference and one bag of something, National Water Commission come out, then send out a post. So the National Water Commission, NWC, says its board was consulted by the government prior to Prime Minister Holness' announcement of debt write-off for delinquent customers. Opposition spokesman on water Ian Hayles also sought to rubbish the announced debt write-off for delinquent NWC customers. In a statement, the NWC says it was given the opportunity to provide feedback and to strengthen the policy direction. Lord Jesus, my wisdom warriors. You hear what the NWC say? NWC says it was given the opportunity to provide feedback and to strengthen the policy direction. This is what them say. Remember, say PNP came out and PNP said something different. You understand? It is alleged that NWC tell them that. However, NWC come out and I say no go so. Why? Jano. And you see, NWC, I want to understand this. The whole of them is governed by Andrew Holness. And anything Andrew Holness.
No, that part. That part is what I wanted to highlight. The NWC is owned by the Jamaican government. And I didn't know this. The National Water Commission is owned by the Jamaica Labour government. Right? And I'm going to go now to the speech that Mr. Holness gave. When was it? Sunday? Yeah, I believe it's Sunday. Right, Sunday. At the JLP press conference. And then I'm going to come back to this video. Listen to what he had to say to us. Now that we know that it is owned by the government of Jamaica, right? Let's examine his speech and then come back to the present situation. All right? Because context does matter. Let's get it. Do this as fast as humanly possible.
My Jamaican brothers and sisters, water is life. And we must do everything to ensure every Jamaican can legally access water. Minister Samuda has been doing a good job in getting the water projects off the ground and bringing water to the people. But I know that we can't do it fast enough. I understand the frustration of the lady I met in Northeast Manchester who told me that she has been carrying water from she's a little girl and she's 76 now and she can't.
So, knowing that Andrew Holness government own and is control, the government controls NWC. When you hear him say that about the lady when not have water for how long, you have to ask yourself the question. Then, Virgin, you own the government, you are the government, so why can't you do something swifter to help the people? Why is there so much Jamaicans in Jamaica right now that should be able to access water? Water should be coming to their pipes. It's not that water is not there. It's that the pipes are not laid to go to the people. And the government owns it. And these are the same people that have our tax dollars collected. And they're supposed to be using our tax dollars to benefit the collective of the people. That's weird. It doesn't make sense to me. But let's continue.
Carry water anymore. I understand that. And I give her the assurance that we are working as hard as we can, as smart as we can, as efficiently as we can to bring the water projects to fruition. So that.
Do you guys believe that, my Jamaican people? Based on what I just understood that the government owns the NWC, right? They run it. Do you believe that they're doing everything they can as fast as they can, as efficiently as they can? Listen, man.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
That no 70-year-old lady has to walk with water on her head.
What happened?
Gift a 7-day plan for one more chance to win a barrel of things with Digicel. Better connected this Christmas.
So we are going to move quickly with the capital projects in
That's some
water,
wagwan.
establishing water connections where none exist before. However, where connections are already established, we can also make it easier for persons to connect. I want you to listen to this one carefully. For persons who have been disconnected from the NWC water supply for debts 2 years or more outstanding, who are pensioners or who are assessed as being in need based on the path beneficiary identification standards, the NWC will write off totally the debt that is owed.
So that was a big announcement, right? That was a big announcement. Now, the controversy surrounding that is what is highlighted right here in this video, ladies and gentlemen. And let's listen. It says, National Water Commission says its board was consulted by the government prior to the Prime Minister's announcement. So the PMP came out and said, wait a minute, we have information that, you know, the NWC don't even know what y'all is talking about with this big announcement about, you know, what he just said. But let's listen. Let's listen.
Tell them to do, them have to do it. Me not ask. Oh no, me I tell you no, them have to do it. Andrew Holness run things, you know. Andrew Holness are the finance minister, you know. Andrew Holness is the finance minister. Favour, I don't know damn finance minister. Favour Williams, a face card. You hear me? Favour Williams, a face card. She's not no finance minister.
So for those that don't know, Favour Williams is supposed to be the finance minister. And what out of the press is saying is that she's just there as a, you know, a ceremonial finance minister. You know, we're of the opinion, and I am of as well. I don't know about anybody. I don't know it to be a fact. I believe that Andrew Holness is micromanaging these offices in government, and yeah. So
Andrew Holness is finance minister. Mr. Me can't wait for 6th of December. I want him to presidency. I can't wait.
Yo, 8 days away, y'all. 8 days away. All right. We're gonna know if the Prime Minister lost the case. And listen, December 6th, oh, it's gonna be a party. Because there ain't no way he's supposed to win that case.
Yeah, where them are gonna do the 6th of December. Because this man need to step down, man. This man for go. And it's true nobody now come out and ask for resignation. What to the people of Jamaica?
I not even want to get into that. Let's stick to, yes, this is Mr. Ian Hayles now, right? Mr. Ian Hayles addressed the NWC arguments that they were contacted by the Prime Minister's office, and they knew about the announcement and all of this. And he asked some very, very key questions that we must share. Big up the PMP newsroom for that one, yeah? You don't know, big up Annie Isabel, the clip on the show before, the Prime Minister of PRPH, that's a big arrow. She's in the chat, y'all go sub up. And he said, you can drop a link, you know. You understand what I said? Yeah. And you can drop the PMP newsroom link if you can find it to see him there.
So the NWC advisory that came out yesterday stated that the board was consulted. And I just have probably one or two questions to ask. If the board was so consulted, could we see the minutes of the meeting and the date of the meeting when the board was consulted and the decisions that were and the action items, decisions and action items from that board meeting dealing with what is now before us in terms of this incentive? Could we see that? So could we see the date of the board meeting? Could we see the action items in allowing now the management of NWC to execute, the NWC management to execute? Could we see that? Could we? I want to make a bet. Could we see that? Could we see that?
No, I don't know Mr. Ian Hayles, all right? But the things that he's asking for right there, ladies and gentlemen, he's basically calling the bluff of the NWC. You're lying. You're absolutely lying. That's what he's saying. He's telling them that they're lying. And if you're not lying, he's not saying it directly that they're lying, but he says he can make a bet that they don't have all the things that he just asked for. Because if they're going to have a meeting, it's supposed to be structured in it. So where are all of these things? Because he knows the ins and outs and operations and how these things work. So I want you guys to listen again to the stuff that he asked for. One more time.
Consulted. And I just have probably one or two questions to ask. If the board was so consulted, could we see the minutes of the meeting and the date of the meeting when the board was consulted and the decisions that were and the action items, decisions and action items from that board meeting dealing with what is now before us in terms of this incentive? Could we see that? So could we see the date of the board meeting? Could we see the action items in allowing no?
No, the date of the board meeting would end all conspiracy or, doubt that a meeting was kept. You get what I'm saying? That's key. The date of it. Listen, right? And there are certain recordings that are there that they would not be able to forge, right? And a meeting of that magnitude, I would think they would have some video recording of it. You get me? So, hey, let's continue.
The management of NWC to execute, the NWC management to execute. Could we see that? Could we? I want to make a bet. Could we see that? Could we see that? Yesterday, the opposition People's National Party, we had a press conference, and two of the issues we wanted to deal with was with water and electricity.
Like and share, guys.
Some of the announcement that was
like and share, ladies and gentlemen.
On Sunday, the jail.
Guys, please like and share. Please like and share. All right, like and share the video. Coming in, just hit the like button. Don't be shy.
The conference on Sunday.
Oh, and do also remember that the donation link is pinned at the top of the comment section if you want to bless the platform in that way. All right, good.
First, let me say, hey, look, if you are one of the 547,000 customers that is paying water bill within the NWC, are you faced with hardship and you're cut off and all of that, I think we ought to have a conversation today about the future. Because at the end of the day, the people of Jamaica owns the National Water Commission.
Exactly.
But before I go there, I saw yesterday the NWC sent out an advisory. You know the little advisory if they're going to dig up your road, if they're going to have transmission break, if they're going to cut a line, if they're going to repair, whatever. So the NWC advisory yesterday stated that the board was consulted. I just want the people of Jamaica to know that when a board is consulted, it doesn't mean approval, and it doesn't mean execution by the government of the NWC. And from a professional standpoint, I'm going to ask the board, the next time you're going to come out and say something, put it on your letterhead, put it where you can see all of your board members and you can send that out. Let's keep it professional for the people of Jamaica. Fact number one, the Water Commission, the National Water Commission, has a total of 547,000 customers.
Wow.
Of that 547,000 customers, 393,000 of that amount is paying customers. Their account is active. That means them have water and them have pay them bill. Fact number two, of that 547, 393,000 Jamaicans pay their water bill every month. Their accounts are active within the NWC. Fact number three, 154,000 can't pay. Majority has dropped off the system. They probably have some concerns with the NWC, whether it is a leaking pipe, the meter situation, it goes on and on. Whatever the concerns are, 154,000 Jamaicans can't pay. The total amount of that in terms of dollar amount owed to the NWC is $52 billion. Of that $52 billion, $19 billion of that is owed by residential custom. Fact again, if you check the Census Bureau, less than 9% of the population are pensioners. That's a fact also. And this is another fact again where I want them come out and dispute. If you check again, the database of the NWC cannot differentiate who's a doctor, who's a lawyer, who's a pensioner, who is a path beneficiary. They don't have that capability within their database.
Why is that important though? It's important because the claims of the Prime Minister is that we're a caring government and they understand the plight of the poor people. So he's telling you this renouncing and taking away of 50% of this and 50% of that off of your water bill. They cannot directly find who is the poor people basically. And it's only going to help a certain amount of people. You get what I'm saying? Which is a very small amount. So context matters. That's why the thumbnail is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Right? The thumbnail that I made is what it is. It's not clickbait, it's none of that. This Jamaica Labour Party, they are deceptive, they are delusional, and they are destructive. Right? Their delusion is that they believe that they can continue with the same plays, right? Continue with the same type of rhetoric, feeding the people, and then the people are just gonna vote them in a third term. That is their delusion. Their deceptiveness is giving you half-truths about what they're doing for you, right? When really and truly, it's not, you're not going to feel it. You're not going to, just like they say they're doing this and they say they're doing that. They say the economy is great. The people of Jamaica, are you feeling it? Do you feel like you're in a great economy? Due to your day-to-day expenses and your day-to-day life? No, I am a Jamaican and I don't. And all well-thinking Jamaicans most definitely is not feeling a great economy. But they keep telling us that the economy was great until the other day when, what's his name? Juliet, how you doing? When Cliff Hughes came out and said, oh, it's declining now. It has been declining. But they were lying to us the whole time. The destructiveness of the JLP, ladies and gentlemen, is what we're going to get into in the next clip after I finish covering this situation on here. Let's continue.
They have to request that from the Ministry of Labour and Social Security. This is another fact again. Whatever was announced on Sunday regards to water will only help 30,000 of the 547,000 Jamaican.
No. If you think I lie, Mattel, let me go to this article. You hear what he said? Out of all the customers, only 30,000 of them will be affected by the big announcement of Andrew Holness. What does this say? It says more than 30,000 NWC customers to benefit from the debt write-off. Water Minister says. Let's listen.
We will work closely with the Ministry of Labour, the RGD, and the NLA to ensure that those who qualify are verified. This amnesty offers benefit by our initial estimates to over 30,000 account holders. We expect that number to increase, and when that number is finalized, we will confirm same through the media.
When said that number, expect the number to increase?
We will work closely with the Ministry of Labour, the RGD, and the NLA to ensure that those who qualify are verified. This amnesty offers benefit by our initial estimates.
You hear that? Those who qualify will verify. Yeah, hey, so there is a stipulation. There's a cap. So if you don't qualify, you won't get this write-off. Right? And this is what the PMP is addressing. The facts that he's showing is telling you the people who would actually qualify for the write-off. And it's not a lot of people. Out of the 500,000. So it's not really helping who it's supposed to help. There's a lot more people that is in the hole, to speak, that has an issue where water is concerned on their water bill. Right? It just sounds good. It's fluff. It has no substance.
To over 30,000 account holders. We expect that number to increase, and when that number is finalized, we will confirm same through the media. The NWC's age receivables, which covers receivables existing above 6 months, is approximately 58 billion Jamaican dollars. As a subset of this, receivables related to debts existing for longer than 2 years is in excess of $45 billion. So 6 months to 2 years is $13 billion, and above 5 years is $38 billion. So 2 years to 5 years is $7 billion. So when one contemplates above 5 years having such a large number, you see just how uncollectible this volume has been and why this is so critically important to connect persons. This was not a knee-jerk reaction. This is an expansion of an initiative that was undertaken by the National Water Commission over the last 12 months in Portmore, St. Catherine, in some of our quadrants where we had particularly high levels of NRW, where we went in and we've done our NRW work, but we still saw significant household usage and significant theft in some areas. We have seen where we're able to bring back thousands of customers which were disconnected through individual discussions. What this represents to the National Water Commission is a national wholesale effort at having the conversation with Jamaicans that you can come in, we do care, we do think it critically important for you to be connected to the National Water Commission system formally, and we will offer relief.
Alright, so just want to hear what I'm saying because you document everything.
This is another fact again. Whatever was announced on Sunday regards to water will only help 30,000 of the 547,000 Jamaicans. 517,000 Jamaicans will not get any help whatsoever. And that is a fact I want them to come and dispute. Also, so I just want to be clear. And I mentioned before, citizens have genuine concerns with the NWC. Whether it is faulty meters reading without, you don't have no water in the line, but the meter still a read and you still get a water bill.
There's no water in the line and the meter is still reading. That is incredible.
Leaks that you have dispute with the NWC. Another one is that you can't afford to pay the water and the sewage charges at the same time. And we also want to stress here, if you're an active pensioner or an active path customer of the NWC, you won't get this grant either if you're active, if you're a pensioner active, and if you're paying your bill. This is what we are saying as the opposition. This is what we are saying. And I want the country to hear me.
Listen.
We want every Jamaican, whether PNP, Labour Right or Independent, that is paying to the Water Commission to get an incentive or to get a write-off to. And let me tell you why. If you have a concern with faulty meter, if you have a concern with leak, if you have a dispute with the NWC, any kind of dispute whatsoever you have, or if you don't see the prosperity as much of us haven't seen it yet, and if the NWC, if the government, which is owned by the people of Jamaica, is giving a write-off, give it to the entire 547,000 citizens or customers of the NWC. When it comes to sewage, make a reduction anywhere between 25 and 50% in terms of sewage. Because at the end of the day, it's only 30,000 citizens will get the benefit. As a party that is for the people of Jamaica, the People's National Party, we believe at this time that Jamaicans are faced with hardship. The 547,000 customers of the NWC are faced with hardship. Businesses are faced with hardship. Citizens are faced with hardship. People have pipes that are leaking and the NWC want them to pay for that. People have meters that are reading and not getting any water. All we are saying is, let's help the entire 547,000 citizens. They haven't seen prosperity in the 9 years that you've been there. And at the least you can do, if the people of Jamaica wants the NWC, ensure that the people of Jamaica, all our people, rich and poor alike, get the benefit that it is dear now for every Jamaican. I'll close by saying, look, the People's National Party will continue to fight on your behalf. We will not be scared. We will not be deterred. We will fight on your behalf. Your interest is our interest. Your future is our future. One Jamaica for each and every one of us. But time come, and time is coming pretty soon. God bless you, and I thank you.
We can disagree with that. We can disagree with those suggestions. All Jamaicans should benefit, not just a few. And the way how they have constructed what they claim to do on Sunday, only a few will be benefited from that. So guess what? The people are crying out and they're saying this.
Help. We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights.
We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need it. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
Oh my God, man. I love that soundbite. Shout out to Andre
That is
Stevens, man.
funny, honey. That's funny.
Oh Lord, shout out to
that
Andre
is funny.
Stevens. Now, let me know what you think about that, right, ladies and gentlemen? All right.